Hi, in this video we're going to be talking about how to make a shortcut for a search in File Explorer. And then we're also going to show you how to make a PowerShell script that you could also run to do a particular search. Alright, so what you want to do is first create your search. So let's say we're going to search for Hawaii, like so. Let's say we want to change some of the options here. So for size, let's say we'll do small. And then of course you could always narrow it down more with some other filters, date modified, kind, and so on, but we're just going to leave it with this size choice here. Alright, so now what you want to do is, now that you have your search, you want to click in the address bar, and you can see it gives you this long string of text here. So we'll copy that, and so now we'll close the search. Alright, so now we're going to make a shortcut. So we'll right click, new shortcut, paste that in, click on next, call it whatever you want. Let's say Hawaii search, and then finish. So now we have the shortcut here, and if we double click it, it brings up that information. And then of course if something changed, with your files, you added new files, or something changed with the size and it didn't fit the criteria, it would update it as well. So one thing you'll notice, if we copy this, let's say to our desktop, and run it, you could do it from there as well. And if you click in the search box, you still get the same path. So as you can see, it's a pretty simple trick to make a search shortcut with specific criteria. Alright, so now we're going to try it with PowerShell. So the first thing you're going to do is run this in PowerShell if you've never run this before. So I guess you could say it's a slight vulnerability because it'll let other scripts run that normally would be blocked. But if you're not using PowerShell to open other scripts, you should be fine. So once you run this, then you can actually create your PowerShell script for whatever type of file. So I have a couple samples here. So this one here, we'll do a search for Hawaii and show you the results within PowerShell. So if we right click this, run with PowerShell, so you can see here are the results. But this is just searching within the documents folder. That's why we only have the 3 results. Now you can see we even have our new file here that we just made, the Hawaii search results file. And then this part here just keeps it from closing on its own. Alright, and then we have another one here. So this one will actually search for the files called Hawaii, then also search for files that have Hawaii in their contents. So we could try this one out here. Alright, so here are the files with Hawaii in the name, and then files containing Hawaii in their contents. So the ones that are listed there more than once most likely have the word Hawaii more than once within that file. And then of course you could edit the script to have it search subfolders and that type of thing. So when it comes to creating these, you'll probably have to do a little research so you get the right context. So one easy way to get one of these scripts is to use Copilot. So let's say we're going to ask it to make me a script. Alright, so make me a PowerShell script to search the contents of c:\users Todd S documents for any file with the word Hawaii in it. So it gives you the script, and you can just copy it into Notepad, save it with .ps1 instead of .txt, and then you'll have your script. And of course you could have it make any modifications. Let's say you run it and it doesn't search the subfolders. You could say make it search subfolders as well, and then it'll give you a new script. So you just copy this, do a new Notepad file here, call it whatever you like, paste it in there. Then you can either rename it before or after. So let's say we save this, close it out, change this to PS1, and now it changes the icon there. And then you can just right click it and run with PowerShell. And one thing you'll notice is it closes, and that's because I didn't add this press enter to close at the end. So you could do that. So if you want to edit the PowerShell script, if you double click it, it should open it with Notepad. but you could also right click it, open in Notepad. All right, so now I'm going to put this at the end. Save this. Now we'll run it again. Now it says press enter to close. We can just press enter. All right, so like I said, you're going to have to do this on your own. Like I said, you could use Copilot to help you out because I don't know exactly what you want to have for your search results. So it should be able to do a pretty good job at doing it for you. But then, like I said, for the other one here, just do your search. Let's do it one more time here. Click in the box here, copy it, close out the search, do a new shortcut, paste it in there, give it a name, finish, and then you can just double click it whenever you need and bring up those files. All right, so it's not too difficult to do, and this might come in handy if you're searching for a specific term or phrase all the time, and you want to have, certain details like size of the file or date modified and that type of thing. All right, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe.